I figured I'd give you guys one more stream tonight. I got about an hour in me. I'm not feeling very well. It's been a couple days in a row now. This has been like 2 straight days where I have not felt very well, and I don't know what's going on. But I'm trying to tough it out. I'm here on TikTok, here on YouTube. It's 10 o'clock. Maybe we can go to 11:30. Let's go for an hour and a half stream. I've been really lacking on the fucking streams. I've been lacking for you guys. Like, for all the people that show up all the time, for the guys who and girls who come and, hang out with me every single night. I appreciate you guys. Let's get to this. This is a lot to talk about tonight. A lot of stuff going on in the sports world. Florida Duke, unbelievable game. Right now I got my TikTok stream set for a little chat about the college football playoff rankings. A lot of things we could discuss, though. There's so many different things. To me, I think the college football, the playoffs are the most intriguing story going on in sports right now. College basketball, there's a lot of big games going on right now. There's so many different ways we can go into this. We can talk about the rankings. We can talk about whatever you guys want to discuss. But, again, I talked earlier in the stream about, like, this little section. Hold on. This little section here, and I made a video about it. I'm not really sure why Miami is getting any sort of hype right now. I'm really not all there on Miami. Miami does not really... I don't think Miami should be any threat to get into the college football playoff. That's just me. I'm very, very strong on that take. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It really doesn't. Miami's resume is not very good. Their resume is not as good as Texas's. It's not as good as Vanderbilt, but we'll see. Again, I don't have any say in this. I don't have any votes, and I have nothing to do with what the committee has or what the committee's going to do. So, whatever I have to say is really a moot point. It does not mean shit. Big weekend for conference championships, though. It's very... Who's your final pick? Like, who do I think is going to be in the finals? Oh, I don't know. I think, top of my head, I'd probably go Ohio State and Georgia. I don't know. I got to see the way the bracket shapes out first, because I think there's a lot of dangerous teams in this field. I think Ohio State or Indiana has the best roster. I can't wait to see them play on Saturday. I'm not sure if they're going to show each other. I'm not sure what we're going to see in that game. Really, in my opinion, with Ohio State and Indiana, I don't think it's fair to bounce one of those teams. I don't think it'd be out of a bye. Obviously, you're not going to bounce them out of the fucking playoff. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, like a first round bye. I don't think Indiana or Ohio State should get punished for playing each other. I got Georgia Tech and Tulane. I'd be all for that. Listen, you know me. I'm rooting for Tulane. I am as neutral. Let me back this up for a second. When it comes to college football, I've kind of jumped on the Rutgers bandwagon. I've always said, listen, if the Rutgers Scarlet Knights ever see this and they want somebody who's like a very below average content creator and they want them to be their official fucking mascot, or I don't know, I would love to be part of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights family. I will jump fully on the bandwagon. It's hard to, because Rutgers is really bad. They're in a really bad position, especially with Greg Schiano and the way everything's going. I got Bama and Ohio State. Bama owns Georgia. Tennessee fan, by the way. Bama, listen, I could see Bama beating Georgia. I absolutely could see this happening. It would keep a lot of questions from being asked. It would keep a lot of things on the down low. It wouldn't have, you wouldn't have the debate of if a 3-loss Alabama team should get in, which personally, I think they should. Bro, PSU is bad this year. Penn State, we can talk about Penn State real quick if you want, because there's a lot to discuss there. Penn State is in a really, really bad spot. I think they got screwed over by the fact that James Franklin took over another job right away. And now, they're not getting their guy in Kalani Sitake. They're really not a premier job anymore. It's a shame, because Penn State has, Penn State's such a great venue. I've been there a bunch of times. It's a great place to go watch a college football game. There is not a lot of excitement in Happy Valley. To me, it's a really bad situation. I don't know. Like at the time, I thought firing James Franklin felt like the right idea. I think looking back on it, 2020 hindsight, you got to look at what Penn State has done. Firing James Franklin, not being able to find a coach, it's not great. Notre Dame hate is disgustingly forced. I don't think it is. I don't think Notre Dame's wins are that good. Do I think they should, like, do I think they get into the college football playoff? Probably. But I'm not, I don't know. I'm not happy with the UK's coaching hire. Why is that? I just saw him pop up. What's the issue with UK's coach? I have no idea. Isles, big win. Big win for the New York Islanders. Thank God. They got to get back on track. I think with Notre Dame's resume, obviously they lost 2 games. Like, the 2 games they lost are really not that big of a deal. Texas A&M, Miami. 2 tough games. Going to Miami on the road. Texas A&M, very good football team. Notre Dame's wins just, like, don't jump off the page. They'll probably still end up in the playoff. Just felt like we needed a defensive-minded head coach. Mark my words, if Notre Dame gets a chance, they make the Natty. All right, I'll mark your words. I wanted them to get Saban. Okay, see, that's the thing. You're shooting for the stars there, Ryan, and I respect it. Realistically, I don't know how realistic that is. So I respect the fact that you're shooting for the moon there. That you want Nick Saban to coach the Kentucky Wildcats. I just don't think that was going to happen. What's up, Goated? What's going on, man? Goated Leangelo pops into my stream, in the YouTube stream with all caps, holy fucking shit. And we got to find out what's going on. Now he's got me intrigued. Now he's got me wondering what's next, wondering what's going to happen. What do you got for me? I'm almost scared. You watching UK and UNC? I have that on right now. I turned the Knicks off because I'm so disgusted. The Knicks are a fucking joke. No, the Knicks have been playing very well. They're just not playing well tonight. Damn, somebody came in the stream earlier and said Zach Edey double-double is a lock tonight, and I didn't trust it. I'm down $50. I've lost 10 parlays in a row. Yeah, go to that's the thing, man. It gets to you. Parlays are not good. Stay away from the parlays. Brandon, Jonathan Ingram can't hit 5 threes in a game. How fucking hard is it to shoot the ball? Yeah, go to do yourself a favor. Take a break for a day. Trust me. Oh, and don't get me started on Jalen Brunson. How the fuck? Oh, yeah, he's having a tough night. Stay away from parlays, my man. Parlays are what kill you. You know, bet solo bets and don't, like, $50 isn't bad for 10 parlays. Could be way worse. But take it easy. Like, it sucks, man. It's one of those things. All you need to do, though, is hit one. I'm not giving gambling advice. I would never do that. I won a 15-leg parlay once. That's crazy. Craziest parlay I ever hit. I hit a 7-legger in college basketball a year ago. That's a funny story. I'll tell it real quick. I accidentally put $60 on it because I opened my Caesars account and didn't realize I had $100 in it. So I was throwing some bets out there, and I was telling my girlfriend. I was letting her know that I found that I have this money in my account and I have $60 left. As I said it, I threw $60 on a 7-leg parlay. I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Ended up cashing. It was one of the craziest fucking nights of my life. It was like $5,000, but it was very stupid. I was like, wait a minute. Part of me is genuinely horrified that Miami will jump Notre Dame at the last possible moment. I would hope not. I think Miami's resume is horrible, dude. Miami did this to themselves to be this week ACC and don't play the conference title. Yeah, Miami doesn't belong anywhere near the college football playoff, in my opinion. That's the way I look at it. I can't imagine why Miami would get in. Glassman, I'm with you. I don't think Miami belongs anywhere near the college football playoff. Notre Dame definitely has a better resume than them. Uh-oh. Did I just close the live? What the hell just happened? Oh, come on. Hold on, I just got banned on TikTok. Hold on. Hold on. I just got banned on TikTok from streaming because I brought up gambling. What a fucking disaster. What a joke that is. December 5th, I can come back. Wow. All right, whatever. Well, I'm here for you guys now on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. That sucks. That's bullshit. All I said was stop taking parlays. Part of me genuinely horrified. Yeah, I mean, the head-to-head talk is making you worried. If that's the case, for as long, like, it's so insane to me because Notre Dame, like, Miami's resume is so bad. You cannot lose games. You can't lose a home game to Louisville. Losing to SMU, I mean, that's not the worst thing on the planet. Notre Dame lost on the road to Miami. Texas A&M at home. It's just, I will never put U.S. currency on Jalen Brunson again. I don't listen. Once a guy screws you one time, you'll never take him again. Dude, what the hell is going on with my setups today? I just lost my screen. Hold on. What is happening? I am the captain of technical difficulties tonight. Hold on. No, dude, my display is going to sleep. My HDMI cord popped out. Hold on. I'm a mess right now. I gotta get up for a second. My HDMI cord just popped out. Yeah, we're back. All right. Sorry. My HDMI cord just popped out, so I couldn't see anything. Bro, I need help. I'm not quitting this much behind, bro. I was up 250 and 5 days later I've lost 10. Goated, that's the thing, man. It is a slippery slope. The whole gambling, you got to take it slow, man. You got to be okay with wins and losses, and you can't chase losses. You have to be okay with it sometimes. It happens, man. You're going to be fine. Just maybe take it back a little bit. And I'm telling you, parlays are the devil, man. Parlays are the worst thing ever. Don't ever bet parlays. Bet them. But bet them, like, very responsibly. Parlays are fun, but also I officially retired from baseball because the doctor told me my UCL didn't heal right and I won't be able to pitch again. See, that sucks, man. That's terrible. I would hope they suddenly don't change their minds at the last possible time. I don't even know why they would shift if neither team is playing this week. Yeah, I don't think anything would happen that would do that. It's not like Notre Dame or Miami didn't play like... It's not like either one of them played fucking BYU or Texas Tech. And neither one of them played Georgia or Alabama. It's not like there's any resume builders this week. They've been 2, 3, or 4 legs. Okay, that's not bad. Two leg parlays are fine. Like, anything more, just, it becomes a real crapshoot. That's just the way I look at it. Fucking A. I have UC San Diego plus 5.5 to end the night. Oh, they're up. Okay, we're good. All right, never mind. No panic. No panic for me. Hold on. Let me get back to the stream. And I've lost 10 strength. Doctor said I'd be lucky to ever throw a baseball more than 55 miles per hour again. Ah, that's not great. Give me props or something so I can blame you when I lose. I don't have anything for tonight. The game tonight is really I'm pissed. I have Jeremiah Fears, 18 plus. He got to 18. And I wish I would have put more on it. Will the Savage, what's up, man? I've been red hot with these player points props. It's been going very well. Fuck, man. I can't believe I lost the TikTok stream. That sucks. Let me turn the camera a little bit. There we go. That's where it's supposed to be. Yeah, this shit about your UCL sucks. But anyway, back to the college football playoff talk, Glassman. I would hope, I don't think Miami belongs anywhere near the college football playoff. That would be, to me, that would just be absurd if they decided to jump, like you said, if they just decided, hey, like, let's throw fucking Miami in there. Miami's resume is not that good. Notre Dame has a far better resume, although they have a very similar schedule where the wins aren't that great. Apparently Notre Dame is minus 520 to make it. That's kind of crazy. Cause like, you know, I'm upset for BYU. I think BYU's getting screwed in this a little bit. What sucks is those 10 parlays in a row have all been missed by one leg and only won by 2. Yeah, it sucks, man. That's the way parlays go, dude. It's like, and then when you think about it, if you just took them straight, like you take like a 5-leg parlay, it loses by 1. If you would have just taken 5 solo bets, you'd be 4-1. It's all like relative. It's all, you just got to be careful, man. That's all I would say. You know, don't get too down on yourself. You know, find a system. You know, do checks and balances. Do studies. Do your research. That's it, man. It's fun. It's really fun. Genuinely, I want Miami winning. I don't think Miami's going to get into the college football playoff, but I understand there's a lot of brands. There's a lot of brand recognition with like Miami, Notre Dame. I understand that. It's just, it's not, I don't know. It's never, the college football playoff committee is going to do whatever they want. It's never set in stone. There's no set resume builder or anything. To me, Miami has a worse resume than Notre Dame because they played very similar opponents, but Miami's losses are far worse. Like, Miami lost to fucking Louisville at home, which I don't know how many times I've said that in the last couple days. More times than I ever thought I'd say it in my lifetime. Louisville at home, Louisville at home, Louisville at home, Louisville at home. Burning through my money right now. I feel like I know more ball than anyone I've ever met. It's insane. You get one. Dude, Goated, I think I told you this when you started betting. You know as much about bet. Trust me. You feel like you know everything. It will absolutely, like, it's one of those things. You feel like you know everything. You feel like you know a lot about sports until you start betting on it. It really fucking takes the wind out of you. Vegas knows more than anybody. The lines, the sports books, they know more than everybody. The best thing to do is get on stuff the night before. You know, be aware of stuff the night before. Look stuff up before, like, people get to it, before anybody looks it up themselves. You failed your driver's test? Listen, go to, you can keep taking that, man. It's all right. You're gonna get it one of these days. But yeah, man, sports betting is one of those things you just got to be careful. You just got to make sure it doesn't consume you. At least when I'm in school. What's wrong? Well, almost 16 and a half, no permit because I failed 6 fucking times. Listen, go to it. It's fine, man. You're gonna get it. You're a smart guy. It's all good. It doesn't matter how many times. Nobody's gonna remember. Nobody's gonna remember in 5 years when you have your license. It's not gonna matter. You're overthinking it. You're driving yourself crazy. Don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. But yeah, I got North Carolina and Kentucky on right now. Great fucking college basketball slate today. Awesome slate. The Knicks fucking, ugh. I fucking hate the Knicks, man. Yeah, my parents will never let me live this down. No, they will. They're not gonna care. Come on. They're just fucking with you, man. They know your competitive spirit. They're trying to get it. They're trying to fucking drill it into you. I'm about to crash out on a kid who was talking mad shit. What's going on? Well, been the worst week of my life. Goated. Listen, man, it always gets better. I've had some terrible weeks. I know that age. You're 16. It was a terrible time. It's a terrible time for everybody. It feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You'll be fine. I'm just burnt out. And listen, man, take time to relax, Goated. I understand there's a lot going on. Take time to just sit back, enjoy yourself. You know, things can be terrible. Trust me, things aren't great for me. Like, things are almost never great for me. But you know what? Once in a while, you just got to sit back, look at the things you enjoy, and just enjoy them. I still have a hunch Bama's in regardless. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put them out. I don't think I would take Bama out of the playoff because they have an extra game. I find that system unfair. I'm a big believer of, you know, you want these teams to play these conference championships. You shit on fucking the Big 12 all these years for not having a conference title game. And, you know, you want these teams, the committee wants these teams playing conference championships. If you want them to play the conference championships, don't punish them for getting there. Also, I think Indiana and Ohio State should be 1-2 or 1-3 no matter what happens. In my opinion, at least. That's a backcourt violation. Either weed ruined my brain or I was never fucking smart. Pre-calc is miserable. No, dude, Goated, I think you're a smart kid. all that shit's so boring. You tend to want to learn the things that interest you. And pre-calc sucks ass. Like, it's boring. That's why it's hard. I keep on getting annoyed and frustrated because I'm not doing well in school. Peers keep trying to bring me down. Well, block out the noise. Block out the haters, my man. Yeah, no, it is. Here's the thing. It's just, with college football, like, back to that conversation, there's so many things the committee's going to have to look at. You know, every time I break it down, every time I look at it myself, I feel like I change my mind 9 different times. AP sports betting is what we need. Yeah, we'd all fail. Sports betting is just a recipe for failure no matter what. But would be a fun-ass class. I would take it. Jeez. Just as I said, UC San Diego's playing well, they're fucking getting blown out. God, I hate this. Nothing fun. Nothing could ever just be fun. But I want to take a WWE class. Hey, Will, you're going better than me. So happy the stream came on because I didn't know what I was gonna fucking do tonight. Yeah, go ahead. I'm trying to get these streams going more often because and I'm getting honestly, I've just been slacking. There's been a lot going on. You know, I'm getting tired. I've been sick all week. I got to get back to streaming. Saturday, I'm probably gonna be streaming all day. I can't wait. I have nothing going on this weekend. I am not moving from this seat. I'll be live all day. I'm too smart for my dumb friends, too dumb for my smart friends. Dude, you're right in the middle. It's a perfect place to be. A WWE class? I'm surprised, like, colleges don't offer that yet. A history of wrestling? I would take that shit. Dude, fucking... I am angry right now. UC San Diego, I got them at 5.5... Oh, I got them at 6, excuse me. They were up 2, and then all of a sudden they just totally shit the bed. We got to figure this shit out. Okay. Back to the stream. Yeah, he's right, Leandro. It's all good. You know, you gotta roll with the punches, man. Everybody's got shit going on. You're gonna be all right, man. Trust me. Like, things suck. It always feels like if Notre Dame misses, I'm gonna be a mess. I mean, there's definitely a scenario where Notre Dame doesn't get in. I think the big thing, it all depends on BYU. Like, and you know, I feel bad for BYU because I don't think they should get screwed over by this whole mess. BYU winning the Big 12, I think, would take Notre Dame out of the picture. Because you have to put in a group of 5. Then you have the Virginia dilemma. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here. There's always next season. The biggest game for Notre Dame this Saturday is BYU and Texas Tech. If Texas Tech beats BYU, it's probably over for them. I don't think Texas Tech drops out, which, like, in my opinion, it's kind of fucked up. I don't think Texas Tech has that much better resume than BYU. I think BYU just got fucked by their early rate. There's so many things with the committee that don't make sense. I don't know. I don't even know where to go. If she doesn't drop 25 tonight, I'm down 75. Watch, he won't. Literally Green Goblin. Yeah, I don't know. He's been playing well. I want to be a pro wrestler for an independent scene. Will, can I say something about that? I know people who've been professional wrestlers. It is not a fun lifestyle at all. I would say, like, if you're really passionate about it, give it a shot. But just, like, have a backup plan. Because professional wrestling is one of those things that, like, a select few ever make any real money off of it. And it is a miserable lifestyle, dude. Like, maybe, like, try the wrestling school, test it out. But you beat up your body. You really don't make a lot of money. It's not a great way to make a living. It really isn't. Not to kill your hopes and dreams, but I have a friend who did it for a little bit. You know, he loves the business. It's a cool thing if you have the passion for it and it's something you want to do on the side. Great. It's a very hard thing to get into. It's a lot of traveling to make your money. It's hard, man. It's a hard way to make a living. One of my buddies from school, this kid Chris, he was he did independent wrestling and he did a lot of shows upstate New York. It was not fun. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, man. Actually, Cody, can I be honest with you? I don't. I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. Like, I have a job. I have a steady income and everything. I still don't know. If I could find a way to do this all the time, this would be the fucking best thing ever. I'm still trying to figure out my shit. Like, I know, Go, you make content. I know you make NBA stuff, and like I know you do like work hard at it. Like, you'll find your way, man. I'm telling you. You're young. There's no reason to panic on, like, I think the fact that you're so in my opinion, the fact that you're so you know, aware of the fact that like you need to have something going on, I think is already a step ahead of what a lot of people are. Connor, what's up, man? I don't have any content in months, bro. I don't have time. School is that consuming. That sucks, man. But if that's stuff you enjoy, man, find a way to get it. Like, that could be your extracurricular. Well, shit. My grades are ass. I feel like everybody in here just has terrible grades tonight. What's going on? What's going on with everybody tonight? Why is everybody's grade so bad? What the fuck is happening? Yeah, I definitely will have a backup plan, but I have cool moves in mind. There you go. Listen, you have the cool moves. It's worth giving it a shot. Just have a plan, because it is not a fun way to make a living. I just don't know what type of content I should do. I mean, my suggestion would be find something you're passionate about. Like, try different things. Like, try different angles, try different types of content. Try to, try different methods of like posting shit, whether it's TikTok, whatever it is. And find something that sticks. Find something that works a little bit and run with it. And if it doesn't, there's nothing against changing. I just had the scariest talk about how bad my grades were from my parents. Yeah, that's never a good one. When your parents give you the grades talk, it's never fun. I'm also really considering quitting weed and not going to parties or hanging out with friends. I really need to lock in, man. You're young, dude. Like, I feel so bad that you put so much pressure on yourself, because there's no need to. Like, you're such a young guy. Like, you got to enjoy your life a little bit. Like, okay, I get it, the quitting weed thing. I quit weed when I was 20 because I just couldn't take, like, the paranoia would get to me. I'm going to beg my parents to homeschool me or something. But you're a teenager, Goated. You're putting so much pressure on yourself, which is why I look at you as somebody that I think is going to succeed, because you're so, like, paranoid about succeeding that you're going to have to at some point. I think you need to, like, take a step back, stop being so hard on yourself, allow yourself to fail, allow yourself to do things, man. Shit happens. We've all been through it, man. We were all young at a time. And Glassman's right, dude. Like, they pass. Everything passes. Like, everything comes in fucking bunches. Like, you have bad days, you have good days. The thing is, enjoying the good days. Me, the reason why my grades are so bad is because I have annoying peers in my behalf of hanging out with the wrong crowd. I mean, yeah, Will, like, you gotta block out the noise, man. I don't know if it's not in a social setting. I take edibles, not because it's fun, but because I literally don't know what to do if I'm not high. Like, it cures my boredom. I mean, test it out for a little bit. Try not being high for a little bit, man. That's all I would say. That'd be my only suggestion. I would try not smoking. I mean, go to the thing is, like, if your friends like stop hanging out with you because you stop going to these parties, then they're not real friends, man. Like, then that's not good friends. Like, if you talk to them and you're like, hey, I need to lock in for a little bit. I'm trying to, like, take it down a notch. You still do sleepovers or hang out? Me? No, I don't do sleepovers. Oh, him? No, when you get to a certain age, Connor, it becomes about, like, parties and shit. And sleepovers really aren't a big deal. It's just like, you end up partying too much, you sleep somewhere. I would have never done weed or went to a party in my life if I had never had these friends. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's a tough thing. Sometimes you got to look at, like, I've never been to a school dance or parties. It's one of those things where it's like, there's nothing wrong with going to parties, man. There's nothing wrong with it. We all did it. I just don't feel like I made anything done. I had the same problem. I've had the same problem for years, Goated, where I've always felt like I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough to get whatever I want done. You got to stop putting so much pressure on yourself. That's what it comes down to. That's all it is. Me and my friends have mandatory birthday sleepovers. We pretty much stay up all night and do stuff. What do you mean by... I'm not. I'm not. No, dude, sleepovers back in the day were the best. It was like, you get to hang out with your friends all night. Um, to be fair, I actually now that I think about it, I hated sleepovers because like sleepovers like at other people's houses. Yeah, that was that. Goated, you got what I heard there, right? I was like, wait a minute, what did I just read? No, it's one of those things you go to. Sleepovers were fun until like you go to your friend's house and it's like, you don't have a fucking blanket. Uh, you don't feel comfortable peeing in the middle of the night. You're fucking thirsty. Um, like we watch movies and play. That sounds great, man. Like you're fucking thirsty and you don't want to go in the fridge. Like I don't know. It got to a point where sleepovers kind of fucking sucked after a while. But I just wish I never did dumb shit, dude. Will, it's fine, man. We all did dumb shit when we were young. Every single one of us did dumb shit when we were young. If you didn't, you didn't live. Nick's fucking stormed back. Hold on. Every single person did dumb shit when they were younger. Trust me. You are not the first. You are not going to be the last. I've been friends with these dudes since preschool. Their parents are our second parents. So that's good. I have a lot of UNC lore when I'm... Oh, Uncle lore when I'm 50, though. I just won't have a job. You're going to have a job. Don't worry. You're not, like, hopeless, goated. You're a fucking smart kid. You're going to have a job. You're probably going to be making a ton of money. All right, I'm watching the end of the Knick game. Oh, get the... To travel. Derek White just fell on the ground. They didn't call it travel. My GPA is going to... You'll be fine, Connor. Trust me. Listen. Hold on. Oh, he didn't have the ball. All right, never mind. I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait a minute. That's a fucking travel. Well, my calling was sports. I was meant to hoop. I was too short. I was meant to pitch. My arm can't stay healthy for more than 3 weeks. So, dude, go ahead. Find a way to stay in sports without being in sports. Like, obviously, like, you're hurt. You can't play baseball. Like, your coach knows that, right? Like, the coaches know that. Like, find a way to be around the team. Find a way to be around the guys. Like ask the coaches if you could come and, like, do the book or something, man. Like, anything. Like, be out there with the guys. Like, everybody, I'm sure all your friends know. I'm sure everybody knows that you're injured and you're never going to come back. Like, I think if you went to your coach and were just like, listen, like, I'll do whatever I can to help. Like, be at practices, just I can't play anymore. I think that would be a great thing. Stay in the sport. By calling it something in politics or law enforcement, some of the main core classes suck. You'll find your way, dude. Connor, it's one of those things, man. You're always going to find your way. Worst thing is when I was really meant to play hockey, bro. I was top 3 ranked in the state, and that sucks. That's not good. Blackballed. From permanent rotator cuff injuries? I mean, that's a miserable thing. Having a bad rotator cuff totally fucks everything up. Trust me. I'm well aware of that. Mine's still fucked up. I never got surgery. California and hockey, that's crazy, right? But I didn't get surgery. I'm going to need surgery at some point. But C. White, what's up, man? I was going to AHL at the least. I really think I could have made it, bro. Yeah, man, listen. You can't look back. It's one of those things you can never look back on it. What the fuck is going on? Cheers, Fly. C. White, what's up, man? Yeah, California hockey's a thing for sure. You see guys in the NHL nowadays in California. You see, like, the influence, like, the Kings and the Ducks and, like, all these great hockey teams have had. The Sharks, like, I think, like, when you have these teams around, it tends to bring the... It brings it. Ohio football is scary? What do you mean it's scary? Trevor Moore and the Kings is from my hometown. Is he really? Oh, that's sick. You see it now. Like, the hockey's everywhere. Like, what some of the crazy stuff... Anybody follow on Instagram, what was it, beach hockey or whatever? They had like they used to have hockey on like the Santa Monica boardwalk. I love hockey, dude. They used to have like street hockey on the Santa Monica boardwalk, and they need to bring that shit back. Like they absolutely need to bring that stuff back. You know who Bruce Cassidy is? The coach of the old coach of the Bruins. Yeah, practiced him when I was like 7. That's crazy. Caleb Johnson is from my hometown. That's pretty cool. But like they need to bring back that beach roller hockey shit. Like you look back at some of that old footage and it's just awesome, awesome. Like the purest form of the game, dude. Amazing. Fuck. I like to play tonsil hockey. We all do. We all do. See White. We are all in that fucking mix. Drew Doughty helped coach my AAA team during our playoffs a couple years ago. That was insane. That is nuts. That's so cool. I love when players do shit like that. You know, come back. I saw a thing the other day. What was it? Matt Barnes was coaching like a AAU team or something. MMA, what's up? California hockey is now a top 10 hockey state in the U.S. It does not shock me. I saw him in Providence Bruins, the minor league of... Oh, really? Huh. You got yourself a couple new girlfriends yet? No, I do not. No, I am... Listen, I'm laser focused on the grind. I'm trying to, I'm trying to save some more money. I'm trying to... I really haven't been going out much. I was down in Virginia all last week. I wasn't out and about. I'm chilling, man. I'm trying to stay within myself. I'm trying not to go out as much. I haven't drank much in the last week. Yeah, Connor, that was about 2 months ago. It's been a while. It is what it is, man. It's life. But I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to not drink as much. I'm trying to keep my head on straight a little bit. Just trying to do things I hate going out now. I really, it's cold as fuck too. I don't like going out. Yeah, Connor, it was a while ago, man. It is what it is. It's sad, but that's life. What are you gonna do? Yeah. It's so cold here in New York, and it's gonna be absurdly cold all winter. I guess with my old age now, I don't do well with the cold. Drink less, gamble more. There you go. Listen, the less money you spend on beer, the more you have for parlays. That's what everybody says. That's a life lesson right there. Write that one down. Drinking sucks, bro. I know. Look, I've gotten to the point where I'm old enough, and I feel like I've said I've gotten to the point a lot. You guys get the point. I've gotten to the goddamn point. You're at that point in your life where it sucks, man. You have it's cool to have a couple beers with your friends, but then to get hammered is just awful now. I hate that it just makes you feel awful. It makes you feel like you're losing control. I'll still go out. I got a birthday party I'm going to. Not this weekend, the weekend after. Still going to have a couple beers. My drunk experiences are just feeling sick. Also, I hate the taste of alcohol. I don't drink, but I do smoke the occasional joint. I wish I never drank. And I wish I could just quit drinking. But, I'm not saying I have a drinking problem. I just enjoy going out and having a couple beers with the boys. Problem is, it's never just a couple. It always ends in fucking disaster. But I am wondering if I should do store pranks looking... What? And ask an employee? Yeah, I mean, listen, Will, if you're going to film it, if you're going to do content like that, it's a great way to do content. It's never-ending content. Get yourself some cans of Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, or root beer, and forget how being pointless life is. Barks? Dude, Barks root beer. Oh, my God. Barks? I hate Barks root beer. To me, it's Mug, A&W, Barks 10 fucking tiers lower. Beers with the boys always ends at cocaine with hookers for me. Damn. A&W was my childhood root beer. I like A&W root beer. There was nothing better. There was an A&W upstate and in Lake George. Lake George, New York is upstate. Straight up by whatever the fuck that is, I-87. They had an A&W up there. We didn't have one by me. So every time we went up there, we'd go every day and get root beer floats. And I didn't even like the root beer float that much. It was just you had to do it because it was A&W. Dr. Pepper milkshakes. Dr. Pepper milkshakes sound fire. I've never had. There's an A&W restaurant here. A&W is flavorless. The food is terrible. The food at A&W is always miserable. But the root beer was fire. You'd have to get root beer in one of those cold ass mugs. There's no choice. You had to do that. Dr. Pepper is the devil's piss. Tastes terrible. You know what sucks? I had my big cheat day. I do cheat days on Sunday. I've been doing well with my fitness. Like, I put on a couple pounds Thanksgiving weekend. But it doesn't mean you don't do a cheat day on a Sunday. I actually went to Wendy's because I was craving the fuck out of Wendy's. I only drink Coke Zero when I'm drinking soda. I have a soda once a week. I do Coke Zero because I don't want to drink my calories. They gave me Dr. Pepper. I was pissed. I don't hate Dr. Pepper, but it wasn't a great move. I wasn't happy. Craving Wendy's, you disgust me. Wendy's is the best fast food. It's crazy, bro. I'm benching 250 now, but it's no use because I can't play sports. 250? Good for you. At 16, you went to Wendy's and got the chili. I did not get the chili. I was craving, for some reason I was craving Wendy's burgers. Jack in the Box tacos, y'all don't understand. Goated. I had Jack in the Box for the first time when I was in New Mexico. Phenomenal. I got whatever that craving box is. Quick story. When I got to Albuquerque, isn't that crazy? My gym friends bench way more. It's pretty crazy at 16. I guess, kids are built different nowadays. Wendy's fries and Frosties are the only good thing. Their chicken sandwiches are fire, too. I had Jack in the Box in New Mexico, so I'll tell a quick story. When I got to Albuquerque, I flew in. I got there at, 9:30. Jack in the Box sucks. Everything sucks except the tacos. Dude, I thought it was great. Got in at 9:30. Went to the hotel. Went to the gym, obviously, right away. Had to eat something and didn't feel like walking around Albuquerque. I just ordered Jack in the Box. I was like, fuck it. It was really good. I thought it was phenomenal. The curly fries are sick. The burger was very okay. Tacos were pretty good. Did you stop it? No, I did not stop in Cimarron. It was the opposite way that I was going, Will. I stopped in some town in New Mexico. So when I was driving from Arizona to New Mexico, I was going to do this content piece. Obviously, because I'm a fucking degenerate. I'll tell you guys the story. I passed 2 casinos on the way from New Mexico to Phoenix. Both in New Mexico. I stopped at both of them. The idea was going to be I was going to bring $100 into each one and see if I can double it and leave with 400. No, that's not the math. 300. I ended up not doing the videos because neither place let me film, and I ended up not even. I played at the first casino. I went to the second one. It was so sketchy. I was like, I'm not doing anything here. So I left. Did walk in with $100 and left with $100. So that's all good. I played for a little bit. I think I made $2. Arby's curly fries are heaven on earth. I hate Arby's. Should have got it. The sourdough Jack. That sounds amazing. Never had it. I had Jack in the Box around 150 times or something. Not once I've been sober. I cannot handle Jack in the Box sober unless it's tacos. Fair. I actually had, so another thing. We talked about In-N-Out a bunch of times. I had In-N-Out twice when I was on the West Coast. I had it in Phoenix. I had it, goated just as I was talking about it. I left with $102. I made $2. Had In-N-Out in Phoenix. Had it in fucking Vegas. It was solid. I thought In-N-Out was good. The first time I had In-N-Out, I had it regular style, the fries. I didn't do the, whatever it is, the crazy fucking shit, animal style. No, see, wait. I walked in with $100. I left with $102. I wanted to get back on the road. I didn't want to stay there all day. I had something going on. I had to meet my family in Phoenix, so I wasn't staying all day. I went in with $100. I left with $102. I did not lose all my money. But In-N-Out, I thought the plain fries were really bad. I thought the plain fries were fucking awful. Animal style was okay. I swear there's a Dunkin' Donuts all over Ohio. It pisses me off. Why does that piss you off? Dunkin's sick. Have you ever eaten at Golden Corral? I have eaten at Golden Corral multiple times. There used to be a Golden Corral by me. I used to love it. We used to love going there. It was my favorite. The reason I love In-N-Out so much is because it's literally California culture. You go to schools, football. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In-N-Out is West Coast culture. Big time. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the fries when they're plain. They have to be animal style for me. Chipotle is the best fast food, though. Is Chipotle even on the fast food? I guess it is. Yeah, I guess you got to consider it fast food. I love Chipotle. I'm a big Chipotle guy. to get In-N-Out fries well done, and then they put salt on. See, I didn't do that. I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to say well done. No, not West Coast, California. It's West Coast. I had it in Las Vegas and Arizona. West Coast. Whoa, they can suck a cock. I had a great time in both. Dunkin' Donuts has the most dry donuts on the planet. I mean, they're no Krispy Kreme, but I mean, I don't go to Dunkin' for their donuts. I don't even go to Dunkin' really at all. Gang, how did you not ask for well done? I don't know. I don't go to fucking In-N-Out. I've never been there. I didn't know that was a thing. I got the fries. They were terrible. Also, to be fair, you could put that one on my cousin. She's the one who brought me there. She didn't tell me what to do. There's like 2 Nevada locations and 1 in Arizona. Okay, fair. Well, I had the one in Arizona. There's like 3 right in Phoenix. But, to be fair, you got to blame my cousin on that one. Also, I don't know if anybody's been to Phoenix. Best burger I had in my entire life. There was a place, something, Lazy Jims or something like that. I forget. It's right by where the Phoenix Suns play, though. I can eat a dozen Krispy Kremes and a half gallon of milk. You know who has the most underrated donuts on the planet? 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven donuts, their glazed donuts are fucking incredible. The Midwest has the most bland fast food. Do they? That's not that's how they separate non-Californians from real ones. How? I had 4 burgers, a chicken thigh, potato wedge, and 3 ice cream cones at Golden Corral. See, you can go off when you go to Golden Corral. You can eat whatever the hell you want. Reno has like 4 In-N-Outs. What'd you know about Ike's sandwiches? It's a top tier fast food chain. I don't know anything about Ike's sandwiches. None. I don't know anything about that. There's really nothing. I don't know what the East Coast has that the West Coast doesn't. I don't think anything. I'm trying to think. Do we have anything over here? Wawa, maybe? I don't even count that. Well, you ever go to California? We need an Ike's review. If I go to California, I'll do that. Absolutely. I'm definitely trying to go to California. LA is probably the worst city in the country. Damn. Fucking high praise of LA there. Damn. I went to LA when I was very young. I would like to go again as like more of an adult. I had a friend who moved there for a little bit, and he hated it so much that he moved back. He was not having it. I'm done with the Steelers, but my Buckeyes are doing amazing. The Steelers are a dumpster fire. They got to fire Mike Tomlin. ASAP. I think 2018, after the Lakers get blown out by the Warriors, is once-in-a-lifetime experience. Worse than Philly. Damn, that's pretty low praise. At a Chinese buffet, I go for 3 rounds of fries, 2 rounds of chicken fingers, and 5 bowls of ice cream. Jeez, Will, you're putting those places out of business. I agree LA isn't the right area. It's the outskirts that have all the vibes. I'd rather live in prison than LA. Wow, that is, you heard it here first. C. White would rather go to prison than spend any time in Los Angeles, California. I kind of feel the same way about Philadelphia, though. I cannot front on that. I hate Philadelphia. Actually, Philadelphia's not a terrible area, but you know how I feel. That's just how I am. But damn, Will, that's a crazy Chinese buffet order. AIDS or live in Philly. Okay, definitely Philly. I go off on buffets and I never get fat. See? If you don't get fat, then go off. When you go to a buffet, you got to get your money's worth, too. You absolutely do. I'd rather eat dust than move to California. 90% of Californians I've met are piss ants. Let me ask you something. Where does Godin fit into that mix? Is he one of the 90%? We got controversy in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Did Connor just call Godin a piss ant? I'm going to say no. But, I'm finally up to 5'7". There you go. Godin is at 10%. Define piss ant. That's a great question. What is a piss ant? It's a great fucking chirp, by the way. I love the chirp piss ant. I think it's great. Californians are miserable. You know, I was just down in Virginia. I got to say something. Nobody here has Virginia ties, right? I don't know if there's a more miserable group of people than the ones in Virginia. Like, I feel terrible for my mom. I always said, like, Virginia's so serene, and there's a lot of good to the state of Virginia, like the mountains and the slow vibes. The people there are fucking awful, dude. People in Virginia are just like miserable people. Like no manners whatsoever. There's no such thing as Southern hospitality. They fucking hate people from New York. What about your thoughts about New England's environment? I think sports-wise, New Englanders are some of the worst people ever. I've been to Boston multiple times. I've never not gotten harassed there. I'd mostly move to Florida. It's not a bad idea. Only good thing about Virginia is that you can get out. Yeah, I mean, like I said, my mom lives down there. I feel bad because it's really not a great area. Underrated state, North Carolina. Yeah. Oh, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina might be the most underrated city in the entire country. I think if I was to move somewhere, I'd probably go to either Pennsylvania, like, and I'm not talking Philly. I would not move to Philly. Like middle Pennsylvania, like Bethlehem, that area, like somewhere like that. I love like the Poconos. I love that area. I could see myself moving to like a North Carolina, but I love it here. Obviously I got my sister. I love New York. New York is great. Long Island is a vibe. It's just fucking expensive as all hell. Don't move here if you have no ties. It is fucking miserable how expensive it is here on Long Island. But Bethlehem, where Jesus was born. Yep. It's a great area. I love that area. Like, I more so like, in terms of places I've been to in Pennsylvania, I do love, like, the Valley Forge area. That's one of my, like, Valley Forge, what is that? What's the other town over there? Like, King of Prussia? That area is awesome. Girls my age make me lose faith in my future. You'll find the right one. It's early. Pittsburgh also hella underrated. Pittsburgh's nice. That would just be too far away from home for me. Gets a bad rep. We'll see. My hope, your generation. Listen, I wasn't gonna say it to him, C. White, but I feel like the generation after me, there's so many people that have so many like just flaw. Like it's just a flawed generation where like COVID happened, all this shit happened where like it set them back. And now like just everything going on, it's like too many people have like too many fucking opinions on things where you can't do anything without like offending somebody. It's horrible. We need to go back to like bullying and not full bullying, but you know what I mean. Like you need to go back to being able to make fun of someone for something when they're doing something ridiculous, is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, I don't think bullying's the right thing. Like, I thought when I lost my V card, it would be the greatest accomplishment of my life. It's not worth it, bro. Wait for a good woman. Oh, 100%. Go to try to meet a good and carry girl. They don't exist. Stereotypes are okay. Like, in a way, like, it's okay to, people can still call it, yeah. It happens. I mean, I wouldn't say stereotypes are okay. I would say more so, like, being able to make fun of your friends. Like, dang, y'all lost your V card. I still haven't hugged a girl. That's all right. Listen, it's not a race, Connor. It's absolutely not a race, guys. My head is fucking killing me. I'm sorry that I'm ending the stream a little early tonight. Tomorrow I'll be live, probably around like 7 o'clock. We're just gonna fucking chat for a couple hours. My head's been